Well, here we go again. Nope. Welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Advice to the Reedy Creek Improvement District from As Bob Sees It. In this video, I'll attempt to solve the manning problems of the Reedy Creek Fire Rescue Service. As many of you know, I side with the firefighters of Reedy Creek when it comes to their manning. Simply put, they need more firefighters. A lot more firefighters. And I personally don't believe that heavy rescue squads or tower ladders should sit in stations unmanned until being picked up by another station's firefighters when they're needed at the scene of an emergency. Now, in previous videos, I've suggested squads. First pioneered in New York City and spreading all over New Jersey, New York, and even into the city of Philadelphia. Squads are basically engine companies with a lot more storage for rescue equipment. That way, you're combining an engine with a heavy rescue. Now, I understand Reedy Creek's reluctance to go with the squad idea. Basically, you would need to duplicate all your rescue equipment. Instead of having the squad carry the equipment, all 4 engines would need to carry it. But no one would need to go over to Station 1 to pick up the squad while the firefighters on the scene wait for their equipment that they need. This week, I want to put forward another idea. And for that, we need to head to Colorado. No, not Aspen. It's obvious that they've taken the recreational pot use to just a step too far. No, we're headed to the capital, Denver. Back in the olden days when I was a firefighter, we were able to get all our equipment into a small, pickup-sized truck. But even the Air Force has had to size up their vehicles and added another vehicle for hazardous materials responses. Well, Walt Disney World presents a lot of unique rescue situations. Most don't require a fix-me-right-now kind of response. I mean, if the monorail stops on the tracks, the guests are still inside and safe. So there is enough time for Station 2's firefighters to go back to Station 1 and get the platform truck. Same goes for the Skyliner. It may be a giant pain to be stuck on a gondola, especially if you're afraid of heights, but you're still safe. During the unexpected downtime, only one person was extricated from the gondola due to a medical illness that had nothing to do with the gondola being stuck. No, what I'm concerned about is an industrial accident. A cast member getting physically stuck between ride cars or in an industrial machine. It would behoove him to have the rescue equipment on scene, not back at the station. I think Denver had the perfect option. Denver's a city of 690,000 people living in 155 square miles. And they only have one fully manned heavy rescue unit, a lot like RCFD Squad 1. But in addition to that one heavy rescue, Denver had several heavy rescue towers. Now picture this, the new RCFD Tower 1, which does have a 1,500 gallon per minute pump with a 300 gallon tank. But it also has a 116-foot aerial platform. Granted, their old Platform 1 did seem to have more storage space, but the new Platform 1 is no slouch. Aside from tradition, there really is no reason that an aerial truck can't be your primary response vehicle. Call them an engine if it makes you feel better. That's what St. Louis does. Of their 36 engine companies, 30 of them are quints. You know, engines with a ladder. Orange County's been fiddling with the concept of special operations quints for a while now. Their quints can respond as an engine or a ladder as needed. It just makes sense to have a ladder truck and a heavy rescue with you on scene on every run. While responding to a routine call, it's not unusual for an incident to go pear-shaped without notice. Having the equipment with you when you need it is 100 times better than having to go get it. Now, I'm not expecting Reedy Creek to run out and purchase new apparatus for this. I mean, they just did. Now, I don't really know how much hose Tower 1 carries, but why not try using Tower 1 as the first new heavy rescue tower? If it works, the only thing you need to do is take the T decals off. You could convert your other towers or replace them one by one. I mean, they can't have much mileage on them, especially if they just sit in the station most of the time. And there's usually a couple of years before apparatus purchases. Why not use that as an opportunity to see if this works, and if it does, make sure you just adjust what new towers you get. And I find it kind of funny that right after September 11th, when the FDNY lost 343 brothers, governments couldn't do enough for fire departments. Nowadays, the fire department's one of the first places they look to cut. I guess the fire department should have grabbed onto that goodwill for the short time that it lasted. Just remember, Reedy Creek firefighters, You guys will always be my heroes. And if you're interested in these drawings, check out Paul Combs over at WordPress. Amy doesn't really want to get involved with politics, so why don't you just send your comments directly to me? I'll make sure I check them out. I'd like to know what you think. If you like this video, why don't you give it a big thumbs up? That way, I'll know that I'm headed in the right direction. If not, well, I guess you can give it a thumbs down. And if you do like this kind of video, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? It's free. All you have to do is push the red button down below. And remember, if you do subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. For those of you who've been wondering about it, yeah, we're going to get back into the parks. I've been in and out of the hospital, and I'm feeling a lot better now. So we're going to head over to the parks starting tomorrow. I got a couple of things to show you. I think you'll be interested.